The swimming events at the Summer Olympics wrap up soon, but if you still haven't gotten your fill of Speedos and swim caps, a Chicago theater company has dipped into the local talent pool and tossed them into the swimming pool. There may be bigger shows in town with huge budgets, but this new show promises to be the splashiest.
It is an hour and 15-minute show, and the entire hour and 15 minutes is extremely physical. The play is going to have a small splash zone where people who choose to sit there will find themselves wet. Everyone else can come and sit on the bleachers and be assured of staying dry, although, you know, I would leave your Manolo Blahniks at home.
If you are sitting here, you are in the splash zone. You've been warned.
We're loading all of the stuff in right as we speak, and then this will be the first time that the actors get to be in the actual pool that we're doing the show in. And part of that is because, you know, the Park District has so much pool programming that getting time in the pool is really difficult. Just to make me feel good, write it down somewhere.
The play is called Fake Lake. The setting is the reservoir and vacation spot in the American West known as Lake Powell.
Being in the Midwest, we don't have a lot of experience with fake lakes and dammed lakes because we have the Great Lakes right here by us. And so I think if you live out west, you're a lot more familiar with, like, in the middle of the desert, this like gleaming pool of water that doesn't really belong there.
I first got interested in Lake Powell by going, and that's sort of the story of the play. I was on a short vacation in Colorado, and I met some people who seemed nice. I'd known them really maybe for almost 24 hours when they invited me to go camping at a lake in Utah, and I decided to go. I was young and felt invincible.
I mean, if I were an angry type person, I'd be angry all the time.
Fake Lake is the latest from the Neo-Futurists, a theater group known for fearless creativity. This is their first production in a swimming pool.
I always feel like the great challenge with storefront theater and a limited budget is that you're just forced to think more creatively. So sometimes when you have all the resources in the world, you're not forced to narrow it down to what it is. And the thing that I like the most about this production is it is just what we need.
I had never been in a Jeep before, and so I said, I've never been in a Jeep before.
They've hired lifeguards to watch over every performance. They've hired a choreographer to synchronize the swimmers, and for music, they commissioned a new score from the red-hot local DJ known as White Russian.
It's not like kitschy that it's at a pool. There's some really great serious stuff in it, but it's also a comedy more than anything else, and so you really, I think we'll get to experience both things that I love most in theater, which is watching actors do something physically difficult while also telling like a sincere and interesting story.
The story is not for the little ones, however. Its creators suggest a rating of PG-13.
I knew it was time to quit when on the treadmill one morning I smelled whiskey and realized it was coming from my pores.
Huh.
The events in the play are true. It's my story, and I tell it as your narrator through the play. You're never without me as a guide.
Our cliff was a very short cliff. 25 feet tops. The rule was you had to make a wish when you jumped, a wish for something you wanted.
And you're never without the athletic cast. Despite the pressure of a short rehearsal schedule, they all get along swimmingly.
With the actors, what's great about having lived in Chicago a long time and worked in a number of different forms of theater is you meet a lot of different performers, and we were just able to pull performers from a bunch of different corners of different types of theater and bring them together.
Lake Powell is located in Utah, just north of the Arizona border.
Upside down. Flip it over.
Lake Powell is 183 miles long and has...
We came together and we were able to get right into it.
...miles of shoreline.
And I really think Chicago is one of the only places where you could find actors that are willing to do that and find an ensemble that can come together that quickly. Whenever you're ready, let's just do it once without stopping and see what happens.
Again, it's called Fake Lake, a true story in a real pool. It's in previews now at the Wells Park Pool in the Lincoln Square neighborhood. There's more information about the play at our website. Just go to WTTW.com/Chicago Tonight.